Hello, everybody. Hello, Internet. Hello, Michael A. Friedman. This is
Hello,
episode
Christopher
8.
Owens.
You know my name. How sweet.
Yeah.
It's episode 8 of the Catr and Kenard podcast. Today is episode Ocho. For the last 7 episodes, I have been doing my best to come up with cute and cool names to give our episodes, I don't know, not necessarily a theme, but like a cute little pun or something to look at when you click on the video. Thank you for watching. If you're watching right now,
Yes.
there are 0 people watching live, but who knows? Maybe that'll change in the near future. If you're watching, please share it with a friend. Tell them, dang, I really like this show, or darn, I really don't. You should check it out to see why.
And
Any
we are
reason at
two
all, any
bimmers.
sort of feedback. What?
We are two bimmers. We graduated from the Broadcasting Institute in Maryland.
You
And
tell people that every episode like they've forgotten or something.
you never know. We might have a new listener.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I'm not gonna take that away from you. It's the last episode of February. February is Black History Month. I am overdue with a brief synopsis of I don't remember the name of the song of the Miss Armor Trading. What's the
This
song
armor
that you gave
training.
me?
Yeah.
What song did you give me again?
It's called. This is the live version of it. It is called "The Weakness in Me,"
The Weakness.
and it's from the album. Let me trading. It is from the album. Pull this up real quick. It's the the regular version's good too. This one's good as well. And my God, it is from a album called Live All the Way from America. And
Yeah.
this armor trading we discovered is, well, I knew this going into the last week's episode. She is not from the United States. She is from St. Kitts, I believe, an island.
Technically from the Northern Hemisphere, but you know,
And then I gave you a
still
black,
important.
another black artist, the Isley Brothers. I technically gave you 2 songs, but
What
I
do you
gave
mean?
you that lady parts 1 and part 2, and
It's one
it's
song.
combined together in a greatest hits.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
I think
heard.
you started telling me before the episode about too long didn't read. I told you as a joke you didn't have to read the music notes, but I hope you listened to the song. But I don't think you did.
What's that? What do you mean?
The that lady parts 1 and 2. Did you hear
I did
that?
not read the liner notes. I did not read the liner notes for that particular album nor song, but I did listen to it. I listened to it today. I didn't make the time to do it previously. I apologize, but I practically already knew I was going to like it. That Lady by the Isley Brothers is sampled by Kendrick Lamar for his single "I," featured on "To Pimp a Butterfly." The 10 out of 10 review from my boy Fantano. There's not
Oh
really
yeah.
much to say about that song because
Can I do my musical reference real quick?
only if I can do mine right after you.
Um. Oh, you brought a music. Oh yeah. Your doodad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was available, but let me grab him real quick.
Uh-oh. I wonder who this mystery guest could be.
This is live TV, people. Live podcast.
We're doing it live.
This is my kitty cat.
Who is that?
His name is Benny. Say
Hi,
hi, Benny.
Benny.
You see him? He's pretty
I
dark.
do see Benny.
And
Does
he's
Benny
got
play
cool
music?
eyes. Say hi.
Hi, Benny.
So the reason I showed him is he has a music name. His name is Benny, Benny.
Oh.
And his real name is Bennett. So,
Oh?
but I call him Black Benny for that song, Black Betty.
Ah.
Black Benny. And actually, you saw on my Facebook page, I have a cat named Gracie.
Oh, you have 2 cats? I wasn't aware.
Yeah, Gracie and Benny.
Yeah, okay.
Benny, Gracie's nickname is, or real name, I guess. Her full name is a music reference too. Her name is, and I didn't say this on Facebook because you did ask me what's her name.
Yeah.
Her full name is Gracie Gray. It sounds
Oh, Macy Gray. Okay.
The I Cry singer, yes.
Okay.
So we also used to have a cat back in Maryland. We named Puffy it was supposed to be like Puff Daddy, but we called her
Ha.
Puffy, I think. So we have so many names. I don't know how they're not confused as what their real names are, but so yeah, that's a kind of an obscure reference. Macy Gray, she
That's
kind of
fine.
really only had one hit. I Try, and
Still a big deal.
so cool.
Had a significant splash.
So you did listen to That Lady parts 1 and 2?
I did, but
And
before
you
I say
did
any
listen-
more,
Okay.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my own mother,
Oh yeah.
Miss Francine Owens. Hello, mother.
Hi, Francine.
Hi. You reached out to me via email. You sent me your long sought after tennis case, complete with all the birdies I could ever want for badminton purposes.
And
You
why
also
did
sent
you
me
want this case?
what?
Tell the listeners why you wanted this case.
I wanted the case because I'm not very athletic, but I'm very good at badminton. It's what you would call easy tennis, if you would.
Okay.
And my mother played tennis as a youth, and didn't get a chance to really teach me the rules or the movements, but had a lot of rackets. And you'll find that tennis rackets are easier to play badminton with. You'll get a much stronger swing with those devices.
So you
And
were
so
black reference. So were you raised on like Arthur Ashe and Serena and Venus?
I definitely always my father in particular loves sports. Every single sport on earth he loves. So whenever there's sports on TV, I would take a moment to watch with him and such. I think I prefer tennis to like most mainstream sports, like say basketball or golf or baseball. So I wasn't. They weren't necessarily like the Williams sisters weren't necessarily like people I looked up to, but I respected them for their craft and the fact that they looked like me, came from a similar background as myself.
Yeah.
But one of this case, she mailed it to me. I sent her some money for it, and she also sent me the contents of this collage that my sister made from all of the albums that I've collected as a youth. I have most of these albums still to this day, and the first one I want to reveal the audience
Okay.
is the cover to the Prince of Egypt soundtrack.
Okay.
Now, personally, I'm more biased to the King of Dreams DreamWorks film, featuring Joseph in his colorful coat. But and I had like the children's book version of this movie. It was basically like the story of the film with like stills from the movie. And I liked that a lot. I loved like the designs of the film. But this soundtrack, oh my goodness, it is so good.
Really?
I'm covering my mouth with the picture, but like I have the biggest smile on my face when I describe this album because, oh my goodness, it's basically perfect.
Really?
If I could recommend one song from this album, it would be Through Heaven's Eyes. I don't recall the person who sang on that song, but wow, like a lot of like I mean like a lot of like I've fallen off of the gospel and like CCM train for better or for worse. But this particular album has a lot of good memories attached to it, and like I can go back to it and not like have like spiritual like confliction when I listen to these songs because they come from a really pure place. You know what I'm saying? Something that like I feel that the body of Christ today is struggling with, but that is a conversation for a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
So there's that. We have a whole episode to get through. Where would you like to start, my friend?
Well, I'm looking up the Prince, and it says Christian and Gospel on iTunes. And I click on that. Oh, this is bringing up a group called Prince of Egypt. Let's see. This was the Prince of Egypt, music from the original motion picture.
That's it.
You say the song is called Heaven.
Through Heaven's Eyes.
Through Heaven's Eyes. It's Casey, I, and JoJo. I've heard of Casey and JoJo. I don't know why there's an I there.
I don't think that's the one that I'm referring to, because the song that I'm thinking of was sang by the voiceover actor in the film, and I don't think and they were not featured as cast members in that film. So maybe it's their version of the song, but that's not what I'm referring to.
Steve Martin and Martin Short are on one of the songs.
I don't think it's theirs either.
There's also Amy Grant, who I know is a big Christian artist. Before she was a Christian artist, she had a hit song in the 80s or maybe early 90s. Oh, Mariah and Whitney are in The Prince of Egypt, When You Believe, the first song. That you can't get any legendary than that. Mariah and Whitney. And Ralph Fiennes, who's an actor in the Wes Anderson movies, he's in one of the songs. So we'll kind of move away from this because I'm not seeing anything right now. Is it a guy named Brian Stokes Mitchell?
That's the one. That's the one. There you go.
Okay. So,
Mr.
and I was
Solved.
starting to think of Bram, the guy that wrote Dracula, I think. Anyway, what the first thing I thought we would talk about is first, you aren't getting away with that. We're going to start right here on the top of the show. You're going to talk about the Miss Armor Trading song. What did you think?
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you
Well, I hope so.
and say, wow, okay. No, but to be honest with you, I was pretty emotionally unaffected by the song. But like, I'm not letting that bother me or deter me from getting into more from music because I just I went to a party last night, right? And a former coworker of mine, she just bought a new house with her husband and family, and she went on social media and she's like, "Yo, come to my house. Let's sing some songs together, have some karaoke, play some cards, have some food." And a lot of the songs, like, I knew but weren't very familiar with, and I felt like I was doing myself a disservice. And if I wasn't feeling that way, it was just a feeling of, man, like a lot of these songs I've heard in passing or on the radio or in other family functions, and like I didn't like make the time for myself to like listen to these artists. And I'm wondering why I did that. Is it because I felt like that side of blackness was not mine to take ownership of? I'm not sure what it was or what it is even. And so when I listen to like Miss Armor Trading's music, it's like, here's an artist who had a successful career, but I know nothing about, and she looks just like me and people like me, my family and friends.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that in my life, as I get older, I'll meet more people who can speak to the testament of the power of her music. So was pretty unaffected by the live version of this song. Benny,
Yeah.
quiet over there. But I'm hoping that I'll listen to the original now and
Okay.
see if I like that better.
Okay.
So if I had to rate it, 3 out of 5. But I think that it's not the appropriate time to really like say to like judge her work based off that one song.
Okay.
I wouldn't start there if you were looking to get into her stuff personally.
Okay.
I would pick something else, maybe one of her bigger songs, so
Okay.
maybe you get a better like reflection of who she is as an artist.
Well, that's one of her bigger songs.
Oh
She
man,
she was a folk artist.
there's that too, I guess.
And this CD, I'm not real familiar with her folk music, but this CD was the sign of the times. This was from the 80s, so it sounded like the one with the studio version of it was from the 80s, and it sounded like 80s music. That song, and you mentioned it last episode. You said adult contemporary. The song is a ballad, and even though there's drums in it, usually I don't hear drums in a ballad. But that song is not, I guess, could be timeless. It doesn't really indicative of the 80s. Some of the other songs on that album are, but if I guess that's her most popular of her 80s phase. And then the folk period, like I said, I haven't really taken the time to. My dad owns Walk Under Ladders, I think is the name of this album. That's how I know Joan Armor Trading. It's through that CD. And then I found out through research that it was a folk star. I mean, I'm not going to say she was as big as
like Art Garfunkel and Paul Simon.
Yeah, or James Taylor or whatever. But I mean, maybe she's a cult following. So I wouldn't be fair for me to say any of her big hits in her folk period. So, how about let's talk about the other song, That Lady Parts 1 and 2.
Man, I already talked about that for a little bit. I want to hear what you said about the box. Because here, I'll say this about that lady. Like I said a few minutes earlier, people already like this song. I don't know any American who's heard this song that's disliked this song. If they do, I think they're a dork. Like,
I mean,
the box,
the guitar is legendary.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like because I was reading some comments when I listened to it on YouTube. If you're a real guitar nerd, how Mr. Isley came up with that particular sound, it's very neat. But
that's my favorite part of the song.
It's just I kind of feel the same way about that lady that I feel about the Joan Armatrading song, and in the sense that
3 out of 5.
No, but not even on a rating basis. It's just that when it comes to music that everybody likes, either I'm very on board, I feel the same way everybody else does, or it's okay, everybody knows this song, everybody likes this song, I know that song, I want to listen to something else. Okay. It's I want to be on the cusp of something, because the Isley Brothers, they have a lot of music, and so I'm looking for that person or article or comment that says, yeah, maybe you've heard this, but have you heard that? And I'll be like, damn, I haven't. This is really interesting. So I'm thankful I took the time to actually listen to the whole song. Because like I said, I'm familiar with, when I hear it, I know what it is immediately. So it's it's that thing again. I enjoy this. Let's try something else. Or I'll just tune out. Yeah. And I'm walking around. I'm making the bed while I listen to this song. It's it's a great snapshot of that part of their career.
Yeah.
Because I would still say with all of their success and world renown, your guy down the street probably doesn't listen to the Isley Brothers or own one of their albums. Yeah. So so what I'm trying to really get to here is that there's nothing is going to change the impact and significance of That Lady by the Isley Brothers. Okay. But the box, yeah. I'm speculating that a decade from now we'll have good memories, people who love Roddy Ricch and the music that he makes and the kind of style that he's in right now. A decade from now, we'll look back on this particular song and be like, oh yeah, that was a time where this was happening in music. Because remember, I'm not sure if it is right now, but the box was #1 in the country, and Roddy Ricch is relatively still unknown in the realm of music. Hey, he's a very young guy, much younger than the two of us combined. So tell me how you feel about the box as a person who does not really consume hip hop, especially new hip hop.
Yeah, I don't really consume hip hop. To be honest, what we should do is when we listen to a song, at least for me, when you recommend a song, I shouldn't listen to it. I listened to that probably about 5 days ago. I should have it fresh on my mind and listen to. I don't want to leave it to the last moment, but I should at least listen to it maybe a couple days before. I know I remember the sound, that unique sound that you made last episode. No need to do it again. No, for new listeners, it's a squeaky door, right?
No, that's actually Roddy.
What?
That's actually him.
Oh, but what is he supposed to make the sound like?
To be honest, and I'll just be the first to say it, I'm pretty dorky myself. I call people who don't like the Isley Brothers dorks. I am a dork. It takes one to know one. Pretty geeky, pretty nerdy. I have no idea what the box actually is. I have no idea what he's referring to. What is the box? I have no idea. So I don't know why he did that.
Glasses, but I put my glasses way down on my nose here.
You're doing too much. But no idea why he did.
I hope we don't get a watcher. Is that what we call them? A listener that says, "Don't do that anymore."
No,
I don't know what it's about either. I thought I heard from a source that it was about the sound was supposed to be a door moving back and forth. But what my opinion, it didn't. It's not something I'm going to that warrants repeated listens. I wouldn't even put it on a 3 out of a 5. I would put it on maybe
What?
a 2 out of 5.
Damn!
Nothing special about it.
Explain yourself.
Like I said, it needs to be more fresh on my mind.
Hmm.
But it didn't do anything for me. Now, I will wiggle my way out of this and talk about Snarky Puppy. That one was a little bit better. I enjoyed that. There
Wait.
was I called it the right name.
Wait. No. I'm not pressed about that.
Scrappy
Did
Puppy.
you- Oh, listen. You're already on my list, young man.
Okay.
So don't go higher on the list.
Gray, watch it. Don't call me young man.
Listen, you're like what, 30 something? You're young to me.
A man doesn't reveal his age, so.
Okay, no, seriously. Did you watch the music videos?
Oh no,
Oh, Mike!
But I did listen to it. That's what you asked me to do.
I did.
And
But
so,
I'm going to hound you until you and or a member of your family sit and watch the performances. Because this is a live album, my dude.
Yeah.
A live album
So
that
these
they
are-
filmed. They filmed the entire thing, start to finish, and not only did they do it live.
Now,
but,
my
like,
question is, why didn't they release it as a CD DVD combo?
I'm sure if you wanted to their website, you could buy the DVD as well. But the fact of the matter is, you can watch it for free on YouTube. And when you watch it on YouTube, they're getting the money. Like, if you and you like it. So
How are they
I'm happy
doing
that
it
you
if
did.
I'm watching it for free? How are they getting money?
Listen, kid, YouTube is so successful now because they are so ad driven.
Yeah.
If you're not getting like the ads in the middle of because you're obviously not gonna get like an ad in the middle of the performance, obviously, but ads at the start of the song, advertisements at the end of the song, like pop-ups that appear in like the corner of your screen. Like
Oh, I get you,
they
yeah.
made the music, the label's getting a kickback. Like these videos for this album, millions of views. Like,
Even if you click the skip the ad button.
yeah. That's why they have unskippable ads on YouTube. We don't have any ads on this channel because it's still relatively unknown. Like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, like, you like this album, you'll like it even more when you watch them play it. And not only, like I'm saying, not only is it live, but like people are in the room listening to the album being made. It's an experience that like I've never because usually when you like have a live album, it's a gig. Like they're in the studio cutting these tracks.
Yeah,
Like-
I try not to promote anything because we don't have any sponsors.
That's fine, but like we're not gonna get sued by anybody when we do that. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I would like to learn about the business. We are going to be taking, which is probably good health wise for me and good for you to work on some things related to the show. We are taking a hiatus soon.
In April.
I got in April, and we also have a challenge that you introduced.
Hey, no spoilers.
yesterday, but we'll talk
save
about that in a
We'll save-
minute. I did
yeah,
get
we're
a-
like-
I got a
Save it for
question.
later. Save it for later.
Yeah, I'll save it for later. I got a question from my
Okay, ask me.
brother who has listened to the show, and he has a question that he passed me right here.
Hey,
And so hi Dan. And this is going to spark a little bit of a conversation. So
Great.
his question is, ta-da, drum roll, Roddy versus Kendrick. Who will be remembered more?
oh, that's an easy. Oh, come on. Give me a challenge next time. Let
that,
me
Dan?
first.
He said, give him a challenge next time.
Okay, so let me first start by saying that they will both be remembered for different things, but we will like in general, like say a person like you who doesn't really like consume hip hop on a regular basis, on a weekly, day-to-day basis.
The time that I consume hip hop is maybe one month, and then maybe 5 months from now, another time once a month, and then another 5 months once a month. They don't even play hip hop at the grocery store, who I won't mention their name. They don't even play hip hop there, probably because I mean, can I be
Be blunt.
quiz me on this? I mean, teach me this. Does hip hop music? Is there any clean hip hop that
Yes.
that's hits that are hits
Yes.
that are hits
Okay, listen here though. Like,
in the
there wouldn't
mainstream?
even hold on though, because like, let me say this.
Is
Because
21
I
Pilots kind of considered hip hop?
technically speaking, but we're not going
Because
to
they
go there
do
today.
play
We're
hip
not going to
hop.
go there today, though. No, like I say yes, so like I say yes so haphazardly. I feel like, cause obviously we couldn't have hip hop radio if like explicit content wasn't edited out, and some songs don't do well when they're edited. But like the fact remains, it's like in all things, even especially in music, context is everything. One might say context is God. So like in a sense, so I'm imagining in my mind a grocery store chain in the OBX, and so like what do like because like people who live in the OBX like they got a little schmear, you know what I'm saying? I don't really and like these aren't like say
No, I
these
actually
aren't
don't know what you're saying. They have a little bit of what? What is?
they got that cheddar baby, they got that money.
Uh,
So I'm saying, and so I'm thinking, what do these successful people, these wealthy people, what do they enjoy listening to on a regular basis? What does this brand, this grocery store chain, who do they want to appeal to
yeah, I
more
don't
than
know.
anybody else? Responsible adults with a budget. You know what I'm saying? And these
It's a
responsible
lot. It's a
adults,
lot of retired people, a lot of older people. I don't really see an old person playing
turning up,
21 Pilots on their CD player or on their
unfortunately.
iPod. I don't know why, but I think if I remember correctly, because I'm not getting a lot of hours right now. But when I am there, the music is kind of lower as the volume wise, and I think it's kind of background music, so people can't complain about anything. It's just noise. I when I would make when I would play
I'd
CDs.
belch.
What's that? What's up?
I'd belch. I'd belched. It's all good. Go on.
Why'd you give me the thumbs down? I want to know.
Oh, because like the music is being turned down. Ew. No, don't turn the music down. I
I
want
know
to
you
hear the
had a
music.
problem with you told us about in one of the episodes about for the you can mention the card place you used to work, right?
Yeah, Hallmark. Who cares? Yeah, like that particular branch they closed down anyway.
Yeah.
And it's I'm so glad you brought that up because I was gonna say it anyway. The whole like because like we didn't have like we didn't we weren't tapped in rather to like the PA of the mall that had songs on consistent rotation. There was a CD player in the back of the back of the store that we just like had like an 8 disc changer on, and the manager was kind enough to let me make my own CDs.
Yeah.
But there were a few complaints from customers like, "Oh, this music it's really quite sad. Like it puts me in a bad mood." And I don't think that sad greeting card customers are going to spend more money. They want to be in a they want to be in like in a good mood, and that
Yeah,
makes
if
and
you're
like,
gonna
at the
play
time.
Black Sabbath's self-titled song, which people think is about the devil, that's not going to be
Because it
something you
is.
want to hear at the card store.
No, and like I wasn't playing anything of that nature,
I
but
have a
just
funny
like,
story about that song.
do you
Yeah.
tell?
I um I was at a restaurant in Maryland with my family and my brother, and my mom's not really a big fan of Black Sabbath, but whatever. My dad likes that song. He likes that album. My brother just played Iron Man yesterday,
Mm,
um, and so I'm sure my family's okay with if I played it on one of our devices here in the house. If I played that song, but anyway, I went to a restaurant with my family, and it was it's a. I'm pretty sure there were kids there. I don't know. I didn't really check it out. And I went up to they had a digital boombox there,
love
and I
those.
decided to start playing that song. I programmed for it to play Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath on the album Black Sabbath,
Oh
and,
boy.
you could hear the rain sound effect in the beginning, the intro,
Oh
and
boy.
and I think as soon as management started to catch wind, haha, rain, wind, of what was being played, they cut it.
You're a bad boy.
That's
You're a
not a
very,
family
very bad
atmosphere
boy.
song.
No,
Now,
it is not.
now Black Sabbath has gone on record of saying that they do not support the devil, um, even though the image of that first album, I've been told, I never really thought about it, is satanic, but they actually,
Okay.
we talked about Master of Reality, which is one of their albums. I
Yeah.
always forget if it's Master or Masters. It's kind of like FCC, because we would, in school at Broadcasting Institute in Maryland, BIM, we would say Federal Communications with an S, and I think there's no S. Mr. Brooks, rest in peace. Our teacher had told us the correct way to say it, and I forgot. I'm sorry, but anyway, Master of Reality. I had mentioned that there is a group called Master of Reality, and I bought that CD for my dad for Christmas. But anyway, if you read on iTunes, there's a song called Lord. I think it's called. I'm looking at it right now. Lord of this world. No, After Forever issues a pro-God message from group lyricist Butler, who is Geezer Butler. And how kick butt is that there is a rock star whose name is Geezer?
Great name.
Yeah, and so is Stuart Copeland, the drummer of the Police. But anyway, After Forever issues a pro message from the group lyricist Butler, who was tired of defending Sabbath from Satanist charges. So they did not. I don't know. We can't tell. We have to put them to a lie detector test to see if they're telling the truth.
It doesn't matter, honestly.
It doesn't matter. All I know is that I did not get to play the whole song Black Sabbath at that restaurant, and if I DJ'd there at that restaurant, I would not be able to play that song. So
I wouldn't.
But that is a great song, despite if it's.
Despite how you feel about it, like that album, according to most people, invented heavy metal. So like, take it with a grain of salt. Like, but it all relates back to what I'm trying to say. Like, context is everything. So like, I should have been more mindful of my audience when I made those.
Your
CDs.
Surroundings.
No, it's like, and it's just like, yeah, of course. But I'm like those songs that I chose. Like, oh, these are pleasant. These are songs that sound pleasant to me that aren't offensive. What's the big deal? I should have picked songs that were like, because like they play the songs.
Who
that
is
they play.
Your target audience?
No, and it's just like the songs they play at our stores, our respected businesses. These are songs that motivate people to spend more money. And I indeed want people to be happy about spending the money that they do, but like I don't want to trick them. You know what I'm saying? Because like Top 40, like they trick the audience into spending more dough, and I'm not okay with that. It's like when I go into a store and hear the songs on the intercom, it's like these songs represent the staff who work here. Maybe that's a little too naive, but like that's the world I want to live in. So back to the hip hop thing.
You want to hear music that the staff likes.
Yes, it's their store.
So
you know
is there going to be a little disclaimer before that or after every song? Because a new person might walk into the store.
Absolutely not. They can because I'm not into that. Like if anything, they can talk to a manager or a head cashier or something about that. Like I'm not into that. Like although I would also like to say, like you'll hear like those little ads about like the stores and their products. Have the staff cut those vocals. You know what I'm saying? But like these things cost money. Big businesses hate costing money on things they can spend less money on. But I digress. Back to like the hip hop thing and clean hits. There are I would like to say only one artist really comes to mind right now. But I'm sure there are plenty of successful and talented MCs that make music, hip hop, without swearing. Personally, I don't see what the big deal is. But we live in the world that we do with rules and regulations. In regards to clean hip hop hits, some songs sound better edited, some songs sound worse edited. It depends on what you as the artist wish to promote. This is the lead single, I want it everywhere. I don't mind if it's edited. And I appreciate the artists who know that they want the song to be a massive hit and will record 2 separate versions of the song. Because you'll have a hip hop song that's blowing up online, and they're like, yo, let's play this on the air, but there's no edited version available. because like they're just thinking, let's get the song out. You know what I mean? And so like radio stations have to like do the dirty work themselves, or like the distributor's gonna get somebody else to do it, and it's done like say I Like It Like That by Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. I don't think that it's edited super well, but like it still became a huge hit across the world regardless of the facts. Like when a song is like has the it factor, it doesn't matter like whether because like you'll have those stations on in America that say we play all the hits without the rap. And I'm just like some pop songs don't make sense musically without that rap feature. So when you like cut the whole feature out, the song becomes disjointed. Just play pop songs without the rap feature, and you don't have to do that. It smells racist, and I hate that. We're not going to go down that path. I'm gonna circle back around to the Kendrick versus Roddy question.
Yeah.
They're both going to be remembered, but they'll be remembered for different things. But in general, people will they'll remember Kendrick for more, even if like Roddy continues to have a very successful career in the public eye. Like, look, think about what Kendrick did all the way up to this point. Like, he's the only other rapper, to my knowledge, that had just like the official cosign of Dr. Dre. And Kendrick, on the record, on the album Section 80, said that like he didn't want any handouts from Dr. Dre. He wanted to earn. Once he had like, oh, like I'm a fan, I want to like help your career. He wanted to earn that fact. You know what I mean? It's like it's like on to Pimp a Butterfly. Track 1, Wesley's Theory. Like you get that voice message from Dre. He's like, hey, remember when you came to my house and you said you wanted one just like it? Remember, it's one thing to get it, it's another thing to keep it. And so, and like you can apply that theory to all of Kendrick's career. Like I'm not too familiar with Kendrick's mixtape discography, but like I've heard every album since Section 80. And when Kendrick came onto the scene on the Double XL freshman list almost a decade ago, I had no idea who he was. And when I first heard him, I didn't even like him. It wasn't until I heard High Power, which has a great beat by J. Cole. I'm like, whoa, this guy is I've never heard anything like him. Like Roddy, he sounds a lot like his competitors and like the rappers and singers who are in his realm, like people like Lil Baby, Gunna, YK Osiris, August Alsina, like a lot of those like auto crooners, like Future or T-Pain even, like when you hear his music, you hear
Lil Wayne.
Huh?
Lil Wayne.
Nope, he doesn't count. He does not count as an auto crooner. Like he definitely had an auto crooner phase, but like when I think of Wayne, that's not like the first thing that comes to mind when I think of him. I think of him as like a punchline king, if I could say that, because his bars are kind of funny and like he does love a good jokey bar like 2 Chainz would. Totally different conversation. But like you hear like when you hear Roddy's music, you hear his influences all on his all on his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, not so much. Like I don't really know a lot of rappers who sound like Kendrick before Kendrick. Like Kendrick swears up and down like his biggest influence is Tupac. But I'm not too familiar with his work either. So that's the answer to your question. Who will be remembered more? Obviously Kendrick, but they'll both be remembered for 2 very different things depending on what you care for with your hip hop experience. I hope I did a good job.
Not my question. That was my brother's question. So thank you, Daniel, for the question.
Yeah. What's next? What else do we have on the itinerary today?
So, well, we don't usually prepare, but we did sort of prepare.
Come closer to the mic.
Before the mics came on.
Come closer.
So I did listen to. Like
Michael, come closer. Come closer to your mic. I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Hey, there you are. Okay.
There I am. So the mic. So like I said, I listened to the box. I listened to Snarky Puppy. Now there were a couple songs that sounded. There were some things that I heard in those songs. I didn't take any songs from Snarky Puppy to put onto my iPod, but that's not a bad thing because I did enjoy it.
Good.
but there were some things and some songs that reminded me of other songs that I've heard.
Like what?
Um, and so, but I enjoyed it, and yeah, that was a good album. So I think I one of my initial thoughts was I think you might be striking somewhere trying because you haven't hit a home run yet with your recommendations, but I think you're on the right track. Um, it is considered fusion jazz. I know that Chick Corea was big key in fusion jazz, and I've never listened. I'm not a big fan of jazz, by the way, but my my,
Oh,
my genre of jazz that I do like is the music kind of genre. I don't care
oh, smooth
if
jazz.
if some people think it's cheesy. This is my opinion and my opinion only, but I like the elevator kind of like I mentioned in last week's episode because we talked about this tweet of 7 albums that represent you. If you want to get to know me, these are the 7 albums, and one of them was by Chuck Mangione, and we did discover that it is Mangione on the episode. But anyway, and that's actually the bracket thing that you're going to talk about in just a few minutes. There is going to be a Chuck Mangione song, I think, is going to be the song, one of the
That's
songs.
right. That's right. Okay.
So
You know what?
real quick,
Okay,
so
please.
another artist that would be kind of cheesy, that would be kind of music. Everybody knows about this person, and I don't think they have a lot of good things to say. Kenny G.
We will not slander Kenny God on this podcast.
So the
Period.
E is for God.
No, I'm messing with you. But like, we will not slander the name, the almighty name of Kenny G on this podcast. Like, I specifically recall in 3rd grade, it was my first year in public school, and my teacher, Miss Graham, God bless her, she liked Kenny
Hi, Miss
G.
Graham.
Hey, so, shout out to you. And my mom loved Kenny G, and so
Okay.
she gave her her Kenny G album. And like they had that they had that rapport with one another. Like Miss Graham was like my grandmother. Like she saw how much of a hard time I had transitioning to public school, coming from like the homeschool environment. Kids were kind of mean to me, like a lot. And so like she had my back. She watched out for me. And like so like when I think about Kenny G and like his long illustrious career, his
I thought you were going
amazing
to say his
solo.
long, illustrious hair.
Listen, we will not insult or disregard one follicle upon that almighty man's head.
Okay.
I think
So
back to
that
his,
was the connection between your mom and your teacher was Kenny G.
yes.
So uh, my thing with Kenny G was I mean I never really got into him because I've never really listened to him. I was
Me neither.
introduced. I want to say the Katy Perry Super Bowl with the left shark, right shark, whatever it was. There was a commercial, and I'm not going to mention products because we're not endorsing any products here, but it was a candy bar, I believe, and there was a Kenny G song, and I believe it's the song called
His biggest
Songbird.
song. Its biggest song, yeah.
Um, song. Let's see. I have it on. Let's see. Song. Eh, and I obviously once I heard that song, I liked it. So, and yes, it's only a commercial. It's not the song is 5 minutes and 3 seconds long. They're not going to play a 5 minute commercial. So I
Not
was
to.
only introduced to a little snippet of the song, but I like the song. I'm a big fan of Songbird by Kenny G. So
I
yeah.
will say one last thing about Kenny G.
Uh-huh.
I saw him on a morning show, and Warren G was there. Warren G, Kenny G, and they did Regulate with Nate Dogg, may he rest in peace, and like just Kenny G playing the saxophone instead of like Nate Dogg singing, and I'm like, this is brilliant. I want to buy it. Like I think this is like the most funniest thing I've seen in a long time, and
Oh,
like it's so nice to see a veteran of Kenny G's stature being like embraced by younger and cooler musicians than he is. Because I'm sure he's kind of considered dorky for playing smooth jazz.
You reminded me of something funny. There was
Oh,
a late night show. There was a rap battle, and Kenny G was in a rap battle, I believe, with Michael Bolton. Did you ever see that?
I may have to look that up because I think that would be great. I do appreciate Michael Bolton's contributions to like just like jokey meme content, especially like his bit with the Lonely Island on their second album, like just like his enthusiasm for Scarface and Pirates of the Caribbean and like the Lonely Island being like, oh, this guy's so weird. And yeah, I've never seen it. I'd watch it because it sounds great. And like we have to like to show our legends that like we appreciate how campy their music is.
Okay, so before you say the the challenge, I want to confirm who was
What?
with my brother. Who was
Okay.
the rap battle between Kenny G and was it Bolton? It was Michael Bolton. Kenny G lost, by the way. Sorry, Kenny G.
You hate to
But
see it.
yeah, so we can put that in the bibliography that you're going to work on. Talk about the bracket challenges, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, they bees and gentle dams, and everybody else who watches the show. Um,
Here's how you
February.
introduced it to me. What do you think of when you think of March? What holiday or what famous thing that happens in March? And my answer was St. Patrick's Day, but that wasn't the right answer.
No, it was not. Um, there is a gentleman in the hip hop community known as Future. Some say he's a man with no soul. Some say he's an absolute scumbag, a terrible father. Me? He's the man that gave us one of the most important hip hop songs of all time, March Madness.
Okay.
Produced by DJ Esco. By the way,
Oh, I
change your
know
name.
that song. I love. I listen to that song all the time.
You know March Madness by Future?
That's a very sarcasm. You can't tell sarcasm over a webcam, but go ahead.
Wow, like I almost jumped out of my chair. Like,
You were
don't do
prepared
that.
for me to be real with that. No.
Oh man, no, but like March Madness. We're talking about March Madness. March Madness is fast approaching. You can't go anywhere in the world in America without witnessing college basketball on TV, ESPN, all that stuff. And
Bracketology,
so
definitely bracketology.
yeah, and so like I want to get in on the fun. Like we're going to attempt something here over the next month. We're gonna call it instead of March Madness. Follow me here. March Catrness.
Oh, wow.
He likes it. I'm so happy he likes it. I came up with it today. Wasn't sure how it'd go over. Ladies and gentlemen, babies and
I
gentle
got it
dames.
right away. You don't have to explain. I got it.
Wow. Come back to the mic. Come closer, my friend.
March Kenard.
No, no, no.
Kenardology. Okay,
No.
go ahead.
No. No.
Bluesology, by the way. I read. Okay, go ahead. So bracket.
Let's get into it. Come on. March Catrness. Me, Kenard. Him, Michael. Wait. Him,
Catr
Michael.
and bracket. Catr does not sound like bracket, but that's cool.
He's getting too much. He's reading too much in the name. I was afraid of this. I'm gonna take 4 songs. He's gonna take 4 songs, and we're going to give them to one another. I already have my 4 selected. We have to help him choose his 4 on the episode. This is driving me nuts.
Right on the episode.
And we're gonna take these 4 songs, right? He's gonna listen to all 4 of mine. I'm gonna listen to all 4 of his. There will be 2 winners and 2 losers. On episode 9, we're going to discuss our winners and losers, why we chose said songs. We're going to put the winners on the bench, right? The losers, they go home. We're not even going to discuss them anymore. We are then going to like suggest each other 2 more songs, right? Then on episode 2 of March Catrness, we're going to pick 1 winner and 1 loser and discuss why, like who wins and why who loses and such. We will then have 3 songs.
So hold on, we're doing this kind of live on air. So four and the two winners and 2 losers. Now we might like all 4 songs, but which 2 do you like the most, and which 2 do you least like? Correct.
Yes.
And this is along the same the songs it could be any songs. These songs could be songs that we recommend each other later in the year, or could have recommended. It doesn't. There's no specific sports theme to the songs.
No.
They're part of our regular recommendations. It's just a sports theme.
Yeah. I will say though, songs that we use for this particular competition, like that's it. Like you can't recommend these songs later in the year. Cause like, hey, I heard this already. I liked it already, or didn't like it already. Like once like after this tournament is done at the end of March, that's it. You're done. You're washed. You're burnt.
The songs that we never talk about ever again, I'm going to still listen to, even though you don't like them.
Yeah, of course. Like, because like the idea is that like we keep on recommending each other music that we're gonna like hold on to like our lives forever. That we're gonna pass on to our friends and family and such. But we're getting ahead of each other. We're still on like episode 2, right? So like we have the one winner, one loser. At the conclusion of episode 2 of March Catrness, we'll have 3 winners. We will then take 3 of these songs, these winners, and pass them to our assistant coach, to a respected member of our community, a friend or family, like say my brother. I'll say, hey Kevin, listen to these 3 songs. Pick
Shout
the
out
one
to
you like
Kevin.
the most. Shout out to my boy Kevin, my man Alanis Percocet. I'll be like, hey man, pick a song. Why do these 3? Why do you like it so much? Write a sentence or 2 about why you like it. Get back to me. By episode 3 of March Catrness, we will have our final competition. We will then debate for the honor and integrity of the winner of the tournament. By the end of episode 3, there will be a winner. We will have to come to an agreement of some sort. Oh, like why this song is better than the other, or why we like this one more than the other, or something like that. Like it's really gonna like put all of our muscles and training to the max.
Okay, so I'm still stuck here. So next episode, let's play this out here again. So
Yeah.
Next episode, 2 songs that we like, 2 songs that we don't like. Songs, and that's episode 9. Episode 9, the 2 that we don't like, we're throwing them out.
Yep.
So we have 2 songs from you battling against my 2 songs. Episode 10, we're going to decide the 2 songs that you like, the 2 songs that I like. We're going to decide, we're going to pair those, each of our 2 songs. We're going to take one and throw that one away.
Let me explain again. On episode 2 of March Catrness, episode 10 of the whole podcast.
Yes.
Our 2 winners from episode 1 of Catrness, they're on the bench. We're not worried about them until the 3rd episode. For episode 2, we're picking 2 more songs to give to each other.
Oh.
And by the end of episode 2, you'll have one that you like, one you dislike. You'll take your winner, put that on the bench. You now have 3 songs on the bench, right? You're going to discard the loser, and then you're going to call all 3 winners off the bench and hand those 3 to your assistant coach. Could be your brother, your father, your mother, your cat, anybody you deem necessary to pick the one winner.
The Mad Catr is definitely going to go with his cat. Yes.
Exactly.
Black Benny. Yes.
Black Benny, Bam-a-lamb. So whichever song.
Yes.
So listen, don't get too hyped now. Whichever song that Benny chooses, whichever song he likes the most, that's the one song that you're going to put on the podium.
I might get Black Benny, Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath from the album Black Sabbath. Okay, so we are going to have 3 songs. We are going to pick our assistant coach, and we are going to give 3 songs. And now that person, our assistant coach, is going to pare those 3 down to 1.
Yes.
So keeping in mind now, when I give you these 4 songs, I have to make sure this person hasn't already heard these 4 songs.
That's fine. No. Like, it doesn't matter whether they've heard them or not. In fact, if they've heard the songs that and remember, your assistant coach only gets 3. They only get the 3 winners. You know what I'm saying? Like, and knowing that your assistant coach likes the songs that won the competition, all the better, because it'll be easier for them to pick one out of those 3.
Okay. I shouldn't have thought about that, to have that factor. I should not have any. I forgot what those are called, but where when you're trying, you don't want to have anything where you side with one person. You don't want anything contributing to your decision. You want it to be,
Oh, unbiased.
yeah, kind of like that. So, um, I was thinking live in my head here while we're live, and you name one song of your four. We'll kind of tease here, and then I name one. You name.
Well, let me tell you how I like came to my decision because I have my notepad open on my computer.
Uh
I'm
huh.
going to scroll down and pull that up and put that to the side over here. No one can see this but me. I picked four songs for round one, and I picked a song that my sister played for me actually recently during one of our our sibling sessions online. Please join. This isn't really an ad, but like if you're listening to our show and love music as much as we do, obviously, um, reach out to me or Michael. We're both on Facebook and Twitter. We're on YouTube. Like, say, hey,
I'm on
I'd love to like.
Instagram as well too.
Yes, exactly. I'm on the gram, but I don't really have access to my DMs. It's like, say, yo, I'd love to like listen to music with you guys. I have the strongest recommendation in the world. Join me and my friends on Plug DJ. Like, the basis of Plug DJ is that you go onto the site, you make a little cute little avatar, you go into a room full of strangers, you listen to music together. That's it. It's and this is how I like find more stuff and like step out of my comfort zone. And so my siblings and I, we have a private room on Plug DJ, right? Like we try to get there every week and listen to music together. And my sister played me this artist, Coltrane, not John Coltrane,
Yeah.
but just Coltrane. That's Coltrane, and played his song XX. And I'm like, and my sister was like, "Yo, how do y'all feel about this dude? Do you like his music?" And both me and my brother were like, I've never heard of this person before." And I'm thinking, "Oh, he's perfect, perfect for what I wish to do with young Friedman. Is just take him out of his comfort zone, help him see the galaxy of music that's in front of him, and how he'll move abroad." You know what I'm saying? So
Again,
I
I
have.
appreciate you calling me young. I have to say I have heard of. I'm pretty sure I've heard of Coltrane. I'm looking up Coltrane on iTunes, and of course, John Coltrane pops up. I see Alice Coltrane, who I've heard of too, but I don't see Coltrane. How did you spell it again?
Coltrane.
That's who I thought. That's what I thought. There was a three in it, but I thought it would pop up when I did that. Okay, this is considered R&B soul, and yeah, that's actually an interesting point. I'm not going to really expand on it because I don't remember all my thoughts involving this. But you mentioned expanding my mind. I think I do need to expand my mind with music, and I do want to be honest with you.
Please.
I didn't say this pre-show. Um, this is kind of how where my mind is right now.
Uh huh.
Music isn't really even my favorite songs, which I have a lot of favorite songs, aren't really striking me right now, and that's not a good place for me
Ooh,
when
I see.
when I'm not being affected by music. Um,
I
so
see.
I'm sorry.
I understand. Wow, that's a very scary place to be.
Yeah, I need to. Music has always been my place to relax, place to what to escape. But I'm reading about Coltrane, singer and songwriter whose real name is Cole Basta, Basta, has made himself known with an emotive but poised take on contemporary R&B. The London native made his debut as a teenager in 2017 with the single New Chain, a collaboration with Jay Mooncie, Mooncie, and Eden Hall that was in the stylistic realm of Frank Ocean,
Mm.
Jordan Raikai,
Ray K. Yeah, I know
RAKI,
that dude.
and Daniel Caesar.
Mm.
By the end of the year, the song was featured in Serena, Tsarina, Basta's debut mixtape. Major label Geffen licensed the set, highlighted by Penelope, another Moonsea collaboration, and gave it a commercial release the following year. Apart from his headlining releases, Basta has also recorded with S.G. Lewis, Smart in a song called "Smart Alec Kill," and Ebenezer. That's cool that a musician goes by the name Ebenezer. That's not a like Stuart Copeland or a Geezer Butler. But anyway, in 2019, and the song with Ebenezer was called Stats. In 2019, last year, he paired with DJDS and Ray, Raye, on the single The Fruits. So that's a little bit, and it definitely says under his influencers, Frank Ocean. And I've kind of wanted to get into Frank Ocean. There's, I think his last CD, the one with the orange in the title.
That's not his latest. That was his debut album. You're thinking of Channel Orange.
Yeah, that I think I wanted to get in, listen to that album.
Do that. It's great. You'll like it. It took me a couple listens to really. It took me one thing I'll say about Frank Ocean. One, he's a genius. I love Frank Ocean. An affiliate of like the Odd Future Realm and my dear friend Kyle the Creator. He takes like his albums take a little getting used to. You'll hear Channel Orange and be confused because there are some songs on the album that you know right away that you'll understand, but others you'll be a little like I don't really understand what's happening here. Once you listen to the album maybe like 3 times, you'll know how you feel about it. And my goal hopefully is that when I recommend you songs, you will never have to question like when I recommend you a song that you love. You'll never have to think about how you feel about it because instead of like say with the box, you heard it like what 5 days ago and you're like, like I want to recommend you a song you're always listening to, a song you're listening to once a day because you love it so much.
Yeah.
That is my goal with like working with you in general because I remember the first time I heard When a Fire Starts to Burn by Disclosure. I listened to that song 5 times in one day. And my rule for music, really, listen to a song once. Because then, like, if you love it, you can't wait to hear it again. Right now, for me, that song is Rule of Nines by Spirit Box. And so I only listen to that song once a day. But man, sometimes I hear a song and I gotta hear it over and over again in the same day, and it blows my mind. I'm going to help you get to that place. I promise.
If you want to know the songs that I like, if you listen to the songs that are being repeated over and over on the device, I'll probably sometimes will go past 5 times. But we need to get back to the bracket.
Yes, we do.
You said you were scrolling down on your notepad.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you any more of the ones that I have for you right now because you don't have your 4, and I need them. I need them right now.
Well, so you want me to tell you?
Yeah, because you don't have your 4. I need them. I need them.
Well, I thought you were going to do one, and then I would do one, and then you would do one.
Exactly. Now it's your turn.
You want all 4 right now?
Do you have them?
Like I told you before the show, I have 4 that are like I have like maybe 8 songs that are kind of circling in my head.
Ooh, I want all of them. Now. Give them to me now.
8 of them?
Now. I want all of them right now. We have what? 27 minutes. Let's see how far we can get in like 20 minutes.
27 minutes is what? 2, 7, 2, 17, 20. So we're going over 3 minutes.
That's fine.
40.
That's fine. Who cares about the rules?
8 songs, or you want me to just pare down to 4?
Give me the 8 and I'll help you get down to 4.
No, let's do the 4.
All right, give me the 4. Like I want 4, obviously. So come on, what do we got?
I talked to you because we were doing, like I said, last episode, we were talking about 7 albums. And I said, why don't you talk during the episode? This was before last episode. And I said, you know how like when you go out to the restaurant with friends and you say, why don't you guys order? While you're ordering, I'll look on the menu. And by the time you're finished, I'll have come up with that. That's what I was hoping you would do. You didn't let me do that. You didn't let me off.
I didn't let you off the hook, but this time I will. I'll let you off the hook this time. I will continue down my little list so people can see the contenders. And hopefully they can make their own brackets if they're listening at home saying, oh, this sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe I'll make my own. And people can send them to us. That'd be great. So we have number one, XX by Coltrane. If you're looking for the song, it is capital X, period, space, capital X, period. Song number two is by this amazing UK producer named Square Pusher. Like, he's an artist that I've heard of for a long time, but never listened to. And I remember one afternoon, I'm with my friend Diego. We're sitting in his room, listening to music. We would get together all the time, just like sit and listen to music. Like, I'd be reading, he'd be scrolling on the internet, we'd talk. I'm like, oh, play this, oh, play that. You know what I'm saying? And so I got to his first album, Hard Normal Daddy. And the first song on there is Cooper's World, which sounds like this, and it's an instrumental song, so I'm sure you're gonna like this. And like it's in like the drum and bass kind of realm. So I love it. Like, I love drum and bass because it makes me want to go fast. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was in like a fast car or a train or a bike or running down the street. Love
So this would
drum
be on
and
your
bass.
girlfriend's playlist that she's creating for a moped drive.
You know, I think I've played her this song too. I don't think she cared too much for it at the time. I'll have to ask her that when I see her later on. Yeah,
Shout out to
great
Sarah
point
and
though.
shout out to Diego.
Diego, you're the GOAT. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna say too much more after that because I already know how I feel about these songs. I picked songs that I liked, and the third one, I picked one international song. I love Korean pop, right? Love Korean pop.
Yeah.
My favorite, you know, when you're in like the K-pop realm, like you have your bias, your favorite member of a group. I had two at the time, one guy, one girl, and one of my favorite groups is this brother sister duo, Akdong Musician, with Lee Chan-hyuk and Lee Soo-hyun. And you know, like it's hard to have a bias with like a two-person group because there's a guy and a girl. They're wonderful. Lee Chan-hyuk, he joined the army, I think the Marines. Like, well, he joined the military service in South Korea for a period of time because you know it's mandatory over there. And while he was away, he wrote a book. And that's this kind of person he is. He writes all the songs for Akdong Musician. And so I'm hoping to get a copy of that. Soo-hyun on the other side, like obviously she's a great singer, like her brother. But she cares more about like makeup and stuff like that. And you can follow her on YouTube right now. The channel was called Mochi Peach, but I think the channel's under her own name. So Soo-hyun is SUHYUNLEE, if you're interested, any listeners. I picked their song Around, which is the concluding track on their first EP, Spring. Spring by Akdong Musician is a perfect EP. 10 out of 10. I'm not even gonna tell you why. Please listen to it. It's streaming everywhere. Marvelous, marvelous music. I picked the concluding track because at least two of the songs on the EP are have stupendous music videos, and that's all I really listened to at the time. But I'm like, yo, I love this group. I'm listening to the whole project, and so like these last two songs, like they floored me. Like I almost want to cry about how much I love these two songs. And the last time I heard Around by Akdong Musician, I was cold. It was the nighttime in Philadelphia. I'm going to a concert to like three bands. What, three? Two bands I never heard of before. Beach Slang and Pew Pew Pew. And
you told me you recently went to see them.
Yeah, I sure did, didn't I? I never heard of them before. Free show. No way I'm not gonna go to that show. I have to go to free shows. Didn't really care for the Pew 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 guys too much. Like, if you love pop punk, you get into their sound. Nice dudes from Canada, but Beach Slang, local legends, Beach Slang. Oh my lord, I fell in love that
Maryland
evening.
Or Philly?
Philly. Like they had just come home from a long tour. Wow. What a show, what a performance. I'll speak on that another time later, actually. I love to speak to those dudes. Wonderful musicians. Had so much fun. Not part of the conversation, though. Although, maybe I will feature them in round 2 of March Catrness.
Okay.
You never know. Probably will. Around, Akdong Musician, third choice. Final rung for this first round of Mad Catrness, March Catrness. We have the Brothers Landreth with I Am the Fool. Also from Canada. Folk rock band. you wouldn't think that they're a folk rock band when you hear this song. I wanted this fourth song to be a song that I owned. Belch. And so, I'm on iTunes quite often, just organizing my own library, not necessarily like buying things these days,
Yeah.
but in a time where iTunes was still giving away stuff for free, I got this song, and wow, I love it. I love a song that I enjoy at first listen, and like how awesome is that you love when you love a song you get for free. Like usually you're just happy to get new music when you get it for free. It's disappointing where I'll get a song for free and I don't care for it. But I find that when that happens, I always find a way to follow the artist via social media or Bandcamp. I want to keep an eye on them in case they make something that I like later in life, or if I like dig through the crates of their own discography and I'm like, oh, I like this a lot more than I liked that song I got for free. But those are the four. I'll say them one more time, and then you're up. You're in the hot seat. We still have a good 20 minutes or so. We have Coltrane with XX, Square Pusher, Cooper's World, Acting Musician, Around, and the Brothers Landreth with I Am the Fool. These are my selections that I'm handing to you, my friend,
And
for
you're going to put
round
them
one.
in the private message for me.
Yeah, sure. I'll text it to you.
Text me to them.
Yeah.
So I am on the hot seat now.
No pressure, I promise.
Well, the one song that said I would mention by Chuck Mangione is a song I talked about last episode. I actually thought, but this you didn't say anything about this. Since this is our last episode of February, to continue along with that, but I'm not going to do it. I thought about doing all four musicians would be black.
That would be cool, but like you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. So actually,
Pick one, just one. If anything, just one.
no, I'm going to do your episode. I mean your activity, your homework assignment. I'm not going to give you Chuck Mangione. I'm going to tell you one song. I don't know if you've heard of this song. It's by the group Hot Chocolate.
It's going to be part of the four?
Yes, this is one of the four.
Awesome. Okay. So this is the artist. Hot. I'm writing it down as we speak.
Okay, I can text it to you.
L-A-T-E.
Hot
What's the song,
Chocolate.
brother?
And the song is called and I think I want you to listen to from the album of the same name, of the same song name. It's called Everyone, and
Everyone.
but it's the word every,
Yeah.
and then it's one apostrophe S.
Uh-huh.
So every space, the number one apostrophe S, and then a winner. Everyone's a winner, and it's a single version.
Okay.
And it's
actually
from
put that
the
in
album
parentheses
Everyone's
yeah.
a Winner.
Sure, okay.
So that's a black group called Hot
There you
Chocolate.
go. You fulfilled your quota. What else you got?
So no, I haven't fulfilled. I have three more songs. So
Yeah, but like you got the one black artist. I like four black. Like I don't
I'm
want
going to do three more that are black. Let me.
Okay. Look at you challenging yourself. Let's get
No,
it.
I am challenging. So the second artist is, you've probably heard of this guy. His name is Billy Preston.
Yeah, I have heard that
And
name.
you're going to listen to the song "Will It Go Round in Circles."
Will it
Have
go
you heard it?
round? I feel like I've heard about it. Actually.
Will it go round in circles? No question
Okay.
mark. Just will it go round in circles?
Okay.
That is my second song. My third song is going to be. This is pressure now. Two more songs.
You got this. You still have plenty of time.
Yes, I know. What? Oh, I know you've heard that song. No, I'm not going to do that one.
Okay.
So my other song, I'm sure you've heard that one. I had, let's see, what were the, now,
Oh.
you know what? I'm going to surprise you here. I don't know if you've heard of this one. This is called, what? Is it IN? Uh, oh, wait. Okay. So it is. Do I still have this song? Let's see. Okay. You're going to be shocked about this one. I don't know if you've heard of it. You've heard of the artist UGK?
Yeah, of course. Are you going to say the International Players Anthem?
Yes.
No, no. That song is barred. That song is barred. Oh man, that song is a classic. Man, keep your heart, Three Stacks. Keep your heart. These listeners are smart, Three Stacks. These listeners
taking,
are smart.
taking
Nah,
kids,
that's barred. Get that out of here.
taking kids picking up the kids from school. So
Nah,
so
get that song out of here. Nah.
okay. So let's do the two other ones. Oh, let's go with no wait. Who were some of the artists I mentioned in the African American episode? I said Joan Armour Trading. Oh, okay. So it's not going to be Wishing Well because I know you know
Ooh,
that.
Trent. Yeah.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Let's see. And it, by the way, for listeners, it's D apostrophe ARBY. And the song I am going to have you listen to is called Wet Your Lips. Wet Your Lips. And it's from Symphony or Damn.
Sounds nasty. Oh boy.
That's the one I told you has the real silly song. It's the intro song, and it's called Welcome to My Monasterio. But you're not listening to Welcome to My Monasterio. You're listening to Wet Your Lips. And that's my third song. And
Yeah.
no pressure, but I have one other song. And I think I will give you, it's going to be another black artist or group. And it's going to be, let's see. I know you probably know this one.
Oh.
Do you know? I know you know. I doubt you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've heard that one. So let's move down here. We got three. I'm stalling here, but we're gonna come up with one, or I am. I don't know why I want to say we're. And it's not gonna be okay. That's not a black artist. That I know you've heard of that. We are really. This is really the hot seat.
I'll tell you what.
Maybe I should change.
I'm about to say.
The hot
Maybe
seat.
maybe you should just be maybe you should be the next one you see. Like, stop. What's the last song you just looked at?
No, I have a method to my madness.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
You
Okay, no.
2 more minutes, and then like I have to stop you.
Oh man. Okay, we'll go with this.
Okay.
Okay, so the artist is Cheryl, Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
The last name is Lynn, Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And the song is called Got to Be Real. And the
Okay.
album is from her self-titled CD, Cheryl Lynn.
All right. We have, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have our list. We have our list of contenders for round one of March Catrness.
Real quick.
Say it with me now. Wait, what?
No, I want to say, I don't think I was clear. The album is called Cheryl Lynn.
You were clear. You were clear on that.
Okay, so read me back my songs.
So, in this corner, we have. All right. I'm actually taking. All right. This is going to be like a monumental shift for the show. I am taking off the sunglasses.
Oh, I have iTunes up, so I'm going to look at you. Okay.
I don't think the audience has ever seen my beautiful face.
Did you want
Hello there.
You wanted to be nerdy, huh?
I don't know about all that. I actually need to see. Like, I wear these as like sort of. This is kind of like my green mask that Tyler the Creator used to wear during like the Goblin era of his career.
To wear?
Huh?
Who used to wear?
Tyler the Creator used to wear this green mask during like the Goblin part of his
Oh,
career.
you mean the Iger singer?
Igor, sir. But no, he wore like this green mask because like he had stage fright. And
Like
one
Flower
might think,
Boy creator.
yeah, wow, wow. No, but one might say that like I wear these as a way to like mask my true feelings or something when I wear these. But I also can't see, and I want to read back these words
Ten
without
more
sounding like a
minutes.
silly.
10 more minutes.
Ah, okay. More of that another time.
Can
Um,
I actually? Can I? I think I want to switch a song out.
hurry up.
Okay, take out Cheryl Lynn,
Okay,
and I want you. The only problem is you might know this song. This is.
okay,
I don't know if this counts. It's by Hootie and the Blowfish
okay.
because Darius Rucker is black. Last I checked.
Really? No, I'm messing with you. Of course.
And the song, it's one of their biggest songs.
Oh no, no, don't no. Okay, they have two big songs. If they're Hold My Hand or Only Want to Be With You, you may not use them. What else
Okay,
you got?
then I guess we're going with Cheryl Lynn.
There you go. That's what I thought. Listen, we work in retail. How do you think I've not heard those songs?
If my job played Hold My Hand, I would still want to leave that job, but I would be a little more happier.
Nah, I think retail ruined that song for me, honestly.
Like I said, I might have said this on air. My retail job plays just a lot of music I don't like. Like if you bought the latest Now compilation, or at least a Now compilation from 2 years ago, you would find a bunch. Ellie Goulding is on the radio or the station that they play. They used to play music by what is it called? A Great Big World.
They have a song. They have a song though, man. Like that one song is good.
And
Say Something is a good song.
they used to play the song by Anna Kendrick that she sang.
The Cup song is kind of it's gotten old.
They play Rob Thomas.
I don't. I'll say something controversial. I don't care for Matchbox 20. I don't. I don't like Smooth. Like I. Yeah, I don't really dig. I don't really like. I don't enjoy Matchbox 20. Maybe I should just check out their albums to be sure. But like, I'm tired of them, honestly.
There was a song, and I liked it because I heard it at BIM. Um, and If You're Gone from Mad Season.
Don't know it.
Yeah, they used to play it. We used to have that at the AM station because we had a radio station, and that was a good song. That's a good song. If You're Gone. So, but that's not. I'm not recommending that. I'm recommending. You want to rate them off now?
Yes,
or
indeed.
do you
Now I
want
can
to
see.
tell me about
So-
your sunglasses?
In the Michael Friedman, aka Catr corner, we have Hot Chocolate with Everyone's a Winner.
Yeah.
Single version. We have Billy Preston, We'll Look Around in Circles. We have Terrence Trent D'Arby with Wet Your Lips. And we have Cheryl Lynn with Gotta Be Real on my side, the Kenard side, possibly the winning side. We have Coltrane with XX, Square Pusher with Cooper's World, Academic Musician with Around, and the Brothers Landreth, I Am the Fool. Ladies and gentlemen, they, these, and gentle thems, all critics, all haters, all trolls, join us on episode 9
All
in March.
positive. All followers.
Those two, I guess.
All lovers.
Hopefully as early as March 2nd, if we can get our schedules in order. March Catrness will begin. It's going to be lots of fun. This idea came out of nowhere. Thank you to my muse. Shout out to Jehovah.
I have to cut you off. For the first time ever, I think we can actually schedule something on air.
Nah, don't wanna. We have 5 minutes left. Let's get through it, honestly.
Okay.
We're about to
As
the post,
soon
honestly. We're
as
about
we
like,
turn off the mics, let's schedule because I think we can do March 2nd.
oh, easily. You already have my schedule right now, so we're good.
Well, I know you texted me about doing March 2nd, and let's talk about it right after we turn off the mics.
Certainly.
So what did you want to say for 3 more minutes?
Well, 2 now, I guess.
5.
Honestly, I'm totally fine ending at this point of the show. Honestly, we set a schedule of an hour and a half. We talked more off air than we usually do. That's fine. Like we got most of our thoughts out. Um, it's the end of our brief Black History Show run. Let me say, as the one black person on the show, racism is bad. And
Yes.
even if I was white, I'd say the same thing. Racism is bad. There is no point to the stuff. Being evil will kill you. So like consider that the next time you maybe want to like use a slur
Yeah.
or
Do you
like
want
think
to
a bad
riff?
thought about somebody you don't know. Like don't like think about that for 1 second before like you make a mean comment or say something you might regret or take action that could like have a serious ripple effect on your family and like people you may not even know. I'll say that. That's one thing I like to say. Black Lives Matter. I want to say that. I want going into March in 2020, like the world around us is changing every day. Like you never know like how far it will go if like you're nice to somebody you don't know. Follow the golden rule.
Yeah.
Listen to some music that like is out of your comfort zone. Like I don't really care for a lot of like country and stuff like that, but maybe if I listen to it a couple times, maybe I'll think about that before I say something really mean or rude. And like I don't like to be like a buzzkill and stuff like that. And me doing this show with Michael is so I break out of my bad habits as a listener and consumer of this media that I care so much for. Like I want to be a responsible and an ethical uh just like conduit, maybe conduit's the wrong word, but like as a participant of like consuming media, of making media now, um, there will be younger people who watch this show and be like, "Dang, I want to be like Kenard and the Mad Catr one day." That warms my heart at the mere thought of the notion. Like one day we will leave our retail realms and like we'll be in like the artsy fartsy world for the better. So as we're like shoving our toe into the door saying, "Hey, make room for us." They'll see what we're doing now and be like, "Yeah, they belong here." Like we have a very grand opportunity to just like sit upon the piles of music that have been given to us and continue to fall from the heavens. Like someday we're gonna be at the Grammys, dude. Like they'll look at us like, "Oh yeah, those two needed to be here," so like they could talk about us on the show the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, um, I definitely want to say be nice to one another, um, and share good music with each other.
Share good music.
I have my 4 songs that I'm sharing, and you have your 4 songs.
I cannot wait to hear how you feel about all of them. Let's wrap.
And I
Um,
want to say during the hiatus, and you don't know this, during the hiatus, I'm going to go back and listen to all the 10 episodes as well.
yes, let's look back on our work. I did say that we take a break around episode 10. I was wrong. This cool idea that we're doing, it'll take 3 more episodes to do. So on episode 12, we'll have a bit of a brief farewell episode, just like a recap of all that we've done since 2019 began. I'm looking forward to all the fun stuff we're gonna do through episodes 12 through 24. You know,
Yeah. So let's wrap this puppy up.
right along, right on, right on. I'm gonna save this little note, minimize that. Hey, Michael,
What's up, Kenard?
power to the people.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Thank you for our listeners. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Twitter.
Yeah, especially Twitter. Twitter's more fun. Like retweet, heart some tweets, report malicious content, block malicious content, protect your agency, drink some clean water, go for a walk, and hey, come back to next episode. This has been the Catr and the Card podcast. Say goodbye to the people, Mike.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Goodbye. We're done. Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Hold up. Oh, I didn't hit the button. Sorry.
Bye, guys.